today we are going to make an arrangement, and this arrangement is for Gray. Gray's last name is Cockrum. Gray Cockrum, we are making your puzzle arrangement. So when you come on, Gray, this one's for you. So I am so excited actually about this arrangement. It's going to be a lot of fun. I went to the dollar store and I picked up a pretty puzzle, and it's actually very pretty. I don't know if you can see her, but it looks like a little Spanish lady with all the beautiful colored flowers, and she's got a beautiful turquoise necklace and all of the oranges and reds and yellows. It's just so pretty. It's about Cray's Art. It's from Cray's Art, and it's a 350 piece puzzle. And so I picked this up at the Dollar Tree, and they have lots of different ones to choose from, but she had the prettiest colors, so that's why I chose her. And I bought a plastic container. Now this little container is probably made for you to put candy in at a little birthday party or something. Now the problem is it's clear, so I'm going to line it with some this is a foil balloon that I cut a small piece of, and I am just going to take that foil balloon and push it right down into that container. And then I'm going to use fresh floral foam, and that's going to cover up my foam so that you can't see it. Victoria is here with me, and Victoria and Owen's friend Jackson is here, and so Jackson is watching. You might hear him talk a little bit, so that's Jackson. If you'll do me a favor and say hello to Jackson, I would appreciate that. So I'm taking, this is about a half block of fresh floral foam. I cut it in half. It has been soaked. Always soak your fresh floral foam first. I'm going to take it and tuck it right into that little foil mylar balloon, and then I'm going to take a pair of scissors and trim up that balloon. So if you ever receive a birthday balloon and you do floral arrangements or arts and crafts, do you see any scissors, Victoria? You can keep that balloon, and it works as a really good liner for a container. Thank you, Victoria. So I'm going to take my scissors and I am going to trim up that balloon.
They're saying hi, Jackson.
Hi, guys.
They're also saying hello to you, Mommy. Miss Mary Lou wants to know how you're doing today.
I am wonderful, Mary Lou. How about you, friend?
Miss Janet says she's very excited because she loves puzzles.
Yes, so I think this will be fun. I think the colors really make me the happiest. Okay, so I just trimmed down that foil balloon, and next what I'm going to do is take some waterproof tape, and I am just going to tape that foam into place. Now this is just for fun. This is a request by Gray. And Gray has been asking us to do this for quite a while. And I went to the dollar store today because I have another request for flowers on a gift box. So we'll do that next week. But I found this puzzle and I was so excited. I'm glad I even thought about it. But okay, so there is our foil lined container. A little bit of fresh floral foam. It's taped into place, so if we deliver it, it's not going anywhere. First, what I'm going to do is, my box is so pretty, and it's going to really give us a focal point in this arrangement. So I'm going to take this box, and I have bamboo skewers that I just picked up from the dollar store. The bamboo skewers, if you go to the Dollar General, I'm sure everybody in the world has Dollar General. If you don't, you can buy these in the barbecue section, or you can buy them in the kitchen section. At the dollar store, buy them over in the kitchen utensil section instead of barbecue. In the kitchen utensils, you get 100 for $1. If you buy them in the barbecue section, you get 50 for $1. So you get double for the same dollar if you buy them in a different section in the store, which is so silly. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take just some tape. This is not heavy at all. So it's not going to take heavy duty tape to hold it in place. I'm going to take my two skewers. I'm just laying them on the back of that box, and I am going to take my Scotch tape and just tape those skewers right to the box, just like that. I'm going to take my scissors
Miss Rowling Brown says, great to catch you live from Southern Indiana. Love watching you make unique arrangements. Hope all of you have a great weekend.
Thank you, friend. You too. So glad you're here. Okay, so there's my little skewers in place. And I'm going to just push those skewers right down into the foam and set my little box on top of my arrangement. Is that too crooked? Does that look real crooked? Is that okay?
I think it's good.
Okay. All right, so there is our puzzle on top of our container, and it's just tucked down into that foam. Now we're going to start out with some greenery. I've got some really pretty pittosporum, variegated pittosporum, and I'm just going to take it, and I'm actually just going to use my scissors, and I am going to cut the little, I call them rosettes, the little rosettes of the greenery. Just going to cut those off.
Miss Helen Noonan says she's so happy to catch you live this morning at 6 in the morning on Saturday in Australia.
Oh, wow. I'm so glad you're here, Helen. Thank you, early bird. Yes, I am with you. I am an early bird. The earlier, the better for me personally. But that means I go to bed early, too. So I'm just taking this pittosporum, and I'm just breaking it into smaller pieces and tucking it right into my floral foam.
Marie Norman says, I thought you were going to use the puzzle pieces.
I am. I'm going to use the puzzle pieces, but I'm going to use them like they are flowers. They're just going to be just an added little piece. So I do have them kind of tucked, but they're tiny. They're little. They're little. Victoria, talk for just a minute. Let me go see if I can help Jason with this arrangement. Give me 2 seconds.
Hi, Miss Susan. We're doing very well. We hope you're well, too.
What do you not like?
Purple just kind of leaks out at me.
Okay, you want me to pull it out?
Hi, Miss Karen Walker. Welcome from Maryland. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day, too. And Miss Diane, hope you have a good weekend.
Okay, give me just a minute.
Miss Rhea, have you been cooking anything, baking anything recently? Rhea Norman bakes a lot. And she also does these cool, like, balloons that look like celebrities. And she's been featured on, where was it, Miss Rhea? You were on a show. But it was really, like, her balloons were featured on, was it the Graham Norton show? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's really cool. And she has, like, I think she has, she posts pictures of it and stuff.
I could only make a worm with balloons. That was my one thing.
Me too. Mike, I'm getting on here late. Is it a particular character or just a puzzle piece? So she found the box that you're seeing, the picture that you're seeing is the puzzle. And she thought it was really pretty and it would go well with her flowers. The puzzle pieces that she's going to use, I'll post them. Here's some of, like, this is just an example, but she just pulled some of the pieces from the puzzle and we'll be including them, we'll be attaching them into the arrangement, like as if they're flowers. But she just also wanted to show the box in the arrangement, so it's a bit of both. Rhea, so Graham Norton, BBC Breakfast, and Jimmy Fallon, her balloons were featured on.
Oh my goodness.
Which is so cool.
Fancy schmancy.
Yeah. Miss Janet, the door in the background really makes the colors of the puzzle box pop. I think so too. I like it.
Is that better?
It's the color of the season.
Took 2 seconds.
Hi, Miss Marianne. Thank you. Miss Julie, yes. Monty put in a green door to kind of break up some of the white color.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all.
Miss Susan, let me make sure. I think she said that she lost a family member this morning.
Oh, Susan, I'm so sorry to hear that. All right, this is seeded eucalyptus, and I'm just taking it and breaking it in small pieces, and I am just tucking it into this arrangement. Y'all, thank you for being patient. I'm sorry about that.
It was Miss Susan's cousin.
Oh,
Passed away
Susan,
this
I'm
morning.
so sorry. We will certainly lift you and your family up in prayer.
Oh, Mary Beth. I'm sorry if I called you Mike. She says it's so adorable and clever. I can't wait to see the finished product.
Okay, so see how pretty it already looks? And look at all those pretty bold colors. I love that puzzle. Just so pretty. Okay, so there's our greenery. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to add our roses. So the colors I played off of were red and orange, some greens, a touch of pink because it has a little touch of pink, and I pulled the turquoise in the container. So we have these beautiful red roses. These were starting to open in our cooler, so I just pulled some of those. So I'm just going to take them, and they actually have wires, and I'm going to need to cut them short, so I'm just going to unwire them. I'm going to take my floral knife, cut that stem at an angle, and I'm going to nestle it low and deep in that arrangement. Oh, that's such a pretty rose.
I was telling Jackson about Ria's balloon. She said that she made balloons of Samuel L. Jackson, who posted it on his story. Charlize Theron? I never know how to pronounce her name. She liked hers. James McAvoy loves his, and so does William Shatner. And she says her celebrity friends.
Well, it's hard not to love them. They're amazing.
I've seen pictures. They are cute. But that's so cool. It's such an
They are,
exciting
and
thing.
she's really an artist. I mean, it really takes, it's amazing. All right, so there's our pretty red roses, and I did go kind of all the way around with our red roses, but I just tucked our red roses down deep. Next, we're going to let's come in with a little solidago. So I'm going to take it and break it into smaller pieces. So I'm going to take it, and I am just using my thumbnail, and I am just popping that filler flower into smaller pieces. And just tucking that right in.
Oh, you're welcome, Miss Mary Beth. She also says you all are so nice and informative.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Allison says that she hopes Gray sees this, since he was asking.
I know, I may see if I can't message a picture to Gray, because we really need to tag Gray in it. Okay, so there's our little bit of solidago tucked in. I don't want to cover up our puzzle. Should I pull it up a little bit? It doesn't necessarily have to sit
Yeah, I
on
like
top. Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next we're going to come in with our orange spray roses, because orange babe spray roses are perfect for this arrangement. I'm going to take my floral knife and I'm going to cut them into smaller individual stems.
Miss Lanice Carter, she says she's joining late and asks if the photo is a puzzle.
So the photo is a puzzle, Lanice. Yes, it is the puzzle that Gray has been asking us to do for several weeks. And I was at the dollar store and I ran across this beautiful picture. And so I decided we had to use it for Gray.
Miss Sue says it's the first time she's caught us live. She's watching from the UK.
Hello, Sue. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
It's never bad.
And Kelly Hatler says hello from Austin, Arkansas. So glad you show us so many different applications. I've learned so much from you and have been brave enough to try a variety of styles after watching you over the last 6 months.
Oh, I am so thankful for that. Please share some of your pictures. We would love to see them.
She says thank you for sharing your talent with us.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you.
Oh, Bria says it's free to follow on the puzzle.
Is it? It's beautiful.
It does.
It is beautiful. Okay, let's come in. So there is purple. You can see purple in the box, and it's really more just around the edges of the box. So purple scabiosa flowers. Scabiosa for our osa. Take my floral knife and cut that at an angle.
I never did think that.
I love Scabiosa flower.
That's the flower the kitty cat's named after.
This is who we named our kitty cat for, because he needed a flower name, but we didn't know at the time that he was a boy. We thought you couldn't tell he was a young cat.
Well, boys can be named after flowers.
That's right, but we couldn't name him Daisy or Rose.
Yeah, fair enough.
So Osa worked for a boy or a girl.
Yeah, I do.
They're loving it. They're saying it's beautiful.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Miss Joanne asks, where is Sweet Osa?
Osa just went through the curtains into the other room.
My folks, somebody took some flowers off.
All right. And next we're going to come in with these beautiful ranunculus. So we have these ranunculus I used earlier in the week. I cannot remember the variety. Do you remember it? Because your memory is so much better than mine.
Something
but there's
barely
those,
know.
so beautiful. I was actually speaking to Donna, the lady who is my rep for Budsy, and she said that they have another one that looks just like this, except it's the pink. It's like a fuchsia, and it was called Tutti Frutti. That's a much easier word to remember, or name to remember, but it was called Tutti Frutti.
Miss Jean asks, how much would this be priced at? I love it.
So really, it's just for fun, so I'll have to count it up because I'm not exactly sure. And some of these, like the roses, have a little age on them, so they wouldn't necessarily be something that I would sell.
Mary Beth says, at first I thought those roses were coxcombs. I'm currently growing those in my garden. I will send you a picture when they start getting pretty.
Aren't they so fun though? Coxcomb is so fun. My mama used to call them, now they're different varieties, but mama would call them princess feathers. You know, the kind that kind of looks like a feather. But I love coxcomb, it's so pretty.
Well, and I think I bought some artificial ones at Hobby Lobby.
Miss Joanne asks, are you doing this just for teaching purposes or is it going somewhere?
So this one's just for fun. It's really just for fun. I actually need to send Victoria's mama some flowers. So it might go to Victoria's mama because she loves ranunculus and I haven't sent her flowers in a minute. So we might send it to her because I think she would enjoy it. But there are our roses and our, we use Scabiosa, orange spray roses, and we use those pretty ranunculus. And then we've got some mini carnations in kind of this really pretty, I would almost call it, I don't know, it's almost a cross between a plum and a little bit of a fuchsia color. So we're going to tuck some of these kind of down in here.
Miss Kelly Hatler, she says, me again, my special needs adult daughter named Sarah is always waving and saying hello to you and thinks you can hear her. So she's telling me to say hello again right now.
Hello, sweet Sarah. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for watching. I think Jason needs you, Victoria. So we are a little early in the day, and so the flower shop, Callie, went on a little trip, so she's not here. And so Victoria has to stop and go and design real quick. Jackson, do you want to read?
Sure.
Jackson will read. Y'all, thank you for being patient with us. Thank you for being patient. Sometimes we gotta stop and take care of the important people, the customers that are walking in the door. Not that you guys aren't just as important.
Suzanne Ballantine says, watching you always brightens up my day.
Suzanne, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here.
Allison Clare says she loves the dimension and texture.
Isn't that fun, Allison? It kind of gives, and I love all that movement. These Scabiosa and the ranunculus give us lots of movement, and I think that is so fun. So I'm going to turn it around and look and see. I've got a little bit, I'm going to push our puzzle down just a little bit. I've got a little bit of space right here. So I've got a little bit of wax flower, just some pretty fuchsia wax flower. And I have a few of those dark purple or burgundy colored tea leaves. We'll tuck a few of those in. So I'm just taking that wax flower and I am just breaking it into small pieces. Wax flower smells so pretty. I don't know if you've ever worked with wax flower before, but when you crush that foliage in your hands and you smell it, it smells like soap. It smells so good.
A couple people are asking what this arrangement is for.
So, Gray Cockrum has asked us, Gray is one of our followers, and Gray has asked for several weeks now if I would do an arrangement with puzzle pieces and a puzzle. So the puzzle pieces are fixing to come, but this is the little box that has the picture of what the puzzle's going to look like. And so this is what my mind went to when Gray asked me to make an arrangement with puzzle pieces. So I'm going to take these leaves, we're going to tuck those in, and then I have some puzzle pieces. I decided to choose puzzle pieces that were the turquoise color so that it would kind of be a pop of color that I didn't have in flowers. All right, there's some tea leaves tucked in, and then here are our little puzzle pieces. Now they're tiny, they're little tiny puzzle pieces, and I did pick the little turquoise pieces. These are bamboo skewers I picked up at the dollar store, and I thought that we would just take our little puzzle pieces, and how I attach them was we have some little glue dots that you can put. I just put the little glue dot on the back and then tucked my little puzzle piece right onto that little glue dot. Now I only did 6 puzzle pieces. I hope that's enough. But I'm just using them just as if they were little flowers. And I'm just kind of tucking those right down into that floral foam. And I think the turquoise really is perfect for this arrangement. But there are our little puzzle pieces just kind of tucked in. Isn't that fun? And look at all that color. That color is what actually drew me to this puzzle, because she was so vibrant and so pretty. And they did have lots of really beautiful puzzles, but they're tiny little puzzle pieces.
Cindy Lee says beautiful. Joanne says that you're so talented.
Oh, thank you, friends. Thank you, thank you. But I did even add a few flowers to the back, so it is still pretty on the back side too. So this could actually be used for a centerpiece. Now, I could see doing this for maybe a party, for someone who loved games. We could do games, like different types of games, and tuck in the game pieces into the arrangement. Or, of course, the puzzles are perfect. But you could do something very similar to this for lots of different occasions. Even if it's a hobby that someone loved knitting, you could use your knitting needles tucked in and maybe some yarn on top. But you can do the same exact style arrangement with anybody's fun activity that they enjoy to do. Like I could even see a soccer ball, or what have y'all been playing lately? Y'all have been playing a lot of, what's the game? Pickleball. You could even put your little pickleball paddles in there with a ball. But just kind of a fun idea for people who have fun activities that they enjoy. I think this is such a fun arrangement. There's Osa. What you doing, buddy? But the flowers we chose, I just tried to go with our color scheme of our puzzle. I just tried to pull all those fun, hot colors from the puzzle. So we used red heart roses, those heart roses like I used yesterday. They're really open and beautiful and blooming. I used an orange babe spray rose, which is all the little orange spray roses tucked in. And then we used I used the Scabiosa flowers, which pulled the purple from the puzzle. We used the ranunculus that kind of have that bright green, that little yellow ranunculus. I used some carnations kind of deep down, just with that little pop of purple, some wax flower, a little bit of solidago, and then the foliages we used some seeded eucalyptus and some pittosporum, and then these fun tea leaves just to give us some creativity, and then of course our puzzle and our puzzle pieces. Are there any more questions, Jackson? Do you see anybody asking any questions?
Yes, Wayne Moore says, where did you get that container?
Container came from the Dollar Tree, and the Dollar Tree had lots of different containers. Similar to this, it was actually like just a little candy dish. And I tell you where it is. It's over by, or in our Dollar Tree, it was over by the birthday section where they have birthday balloons and all the streamers and all those kind of things. But they had trays and they had like popcorn buckets. They had it in purple and they had this turquoise. I can't remember what other colors. And I did line that. I used fresh floral foam, so I did line it with a Mylar balloon that we had. It was an old balloon that wouldn't hold air. So I did line that container just so you couldn't see that green foam. And the puzzle came from the Dollar Tree also. So very inexpensive, but very fun. And this would be fun for really anything. You can buy these little containers to do centerpieces for really any kind of occasion.
Some people were saying earlier that they really thought it could be cool for autism awareness.
Yes, it would be fantastic, absolutely. And I could almost see maybe printing off a fun little sign that talked about autism, and then you could use all the puzzle pieces. And it comes with 350 puzzle pieces, and it has all different colors, so it would be really fun. And I could see even taking them and painting them the colors of autism, because I think they have certain colors for autism, don't they?
The blue that's on there is actually...
Is it that color?
I think it is. It's at least...
And then I know that it was a yellow and maybe a red. It's lots of pretty colors.
Yeah.
But you could certainly take these puzzle pieces and paint them whatever color you wanted to. And I could almost see just painting the backside and leaving the puzzle pieces like they were, so you could put together the puzzle if you wanted to. But again, they have lots of puzzles to choose from. I just thought this one was so pretty. Pretty and fun. Come here, said they'd love to see you.
Deborah Simmons asks, how much?
Deborah, I would have to count it up. Let's see. It's probably, with all the flowers, about $75 in its size. And that would include the container, the foam, the little puzzle, and all the flowers and greenery. So roughly $75 is what I would sell something like that for. Does that look like all the questions?
I think so.
Guys, thank you so very much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up or a heart. And if you wouldn't mind sprinkling this video for me, that just helps other people see us. If you have a request for an arrangement that you would like for us to do, don't hesitate to drop that in the comments below or send it over on Messenger. We are so happy to try and make an arrangement that you would like. And it's a lot of fun. This kind of makes me have to think. And Gray, thank you so much for this suggestion. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will be back on Monday with a new video. Again, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you all real soon. Thanks, guys.